I'm doing something a little bit different this afternoon because I talked Sarah into this, but many of you know that Freddie Stringfellow, who was a teacher at Magee for many, many years, who was a very dear friend of Sarah's, died early Monday morning, just after 12 o'clock. And it was a shock to her friends, her fellow teachers, and everyone. And I felt that it would be a nice thing to almost do a tribute to her, and Sarah's the one to do it. So I'm just turning it over to you, and if you cry, that's fine.
I will.
If you just carry on, it's just fine. But I think it would be interesting for you to tell about it a little bit.
Okay. Freddie got sick she didn't know long that she was sick about 3 weeks ago. And I don't know if it was pride or if I don't know if it just kind of snuck up on her of why she didn't tell. But as she did, she passed away early Monday morning. I had met Freddie back probably 18 years ago when my first year at Magee Elementary. I taught 3rd grade, and she came in. There was a class next door to mine that had like 4 teachers that had quit like in 4 days. And so she was Miss Lily back then. Oh. And so anyway, she came in, and her and I taught 3rd grade together that whole year. And they didn't run her off.
I got you.
Yes, they did not run her off. So I've known her since that time. Just funny. If you ever met her, you never forgot her. She was the one several years ago that started the Character Club at Magee, and she was responsible for the Character Club and did that for many years. But through the years, her and I, even after I left Magee, her and I still stayed in contact. And we may not talk, but, you know, once every couple months. But she was the kind of friend that if we hadn't talked for 3 months, we could talk. It was like we talked yesterday. So the last time I talked to her was a couple months ago. And she needed me to do a little favor for her. And so I did. And she called me back. And she said, Sarah, bless her heart, I love her. She said, thank you so much for doing that for me. But anyway, I'm just going to miss her tremendously, just knowing that she's not there. And I'm hurt. And I don't understand. But she was the kind of friend who never judged you. Even though, when I worked with her, I was going through a really difficult time. And she never ever judged me, never ever questioned me. She was just my friend. And I found this poem this morning. I'd like to read it in honor of her. And it's called Just Passing Through. And it says, when thou passest through the waters, deep the waves may be and cold. But Jehovah is our refuge, and his promise is our hold. For the Lord himself has said it, he the faithful God and true. When thou comest to the waters, thou shalt not go down, but through. Threatening breakers of destruction, doubts insidious undertow, shall not sink us, shall not drag us out to ocean's depths of woe. For his promise shall sustain us, praise the Lord, whose word is true. We shall not go down or under, he has said, thou passest through. And another thing I'd like to say, Freddie, she loved the Lord. And I know that she's met Jesus.
And what a wonderful thing.
Yes, it is. I'm kind of jealous.
Yes. But I did think that many of you who maybe didn't know Freddie or did know her, either way, that you would appreciate the love that Sarah and all of her friends have for her and how much they miss her and they're going to miss her. And I know there are many of you out there that have these same feelings about maybe someone in your life that's died and or is sick. You may have a child that's on a wayward path or whatever, and there's hurt. There's so many kinds of hurt. And Sarah and I were talking because we're working on the Hope for the Hurting, which is the seminar that will be out at Dry Creek Baptist Church on December the 6th. And it just made me think of one other type of hurting with grief. And I hope you'll remember this conference on December the 6th, and it might be at that time that if you're grieving about something, that it might be a time that will be healing for you. I hope you'll have a good day.